Hello everyone, I hope all you're doing great. Today we will draw the guided plate as you see in this drawing. The first thing when you start any drawing, you need to study the measurements and the dimensions correctly. The first thing we have the circles. We need to see that this symbol means diameter. So wherever you see this symbol, make sure you draw it correctly using the diameter, not the radius. Then we do have 6.5, we have 5, 1.5. Sometimes we need to do some little calculations to know the measurements. Okay, so if you have here 1.5 and here you have 3, which is 6.5, so the measurement here should be 2. Also here we need to make some little calculations, and the distance here will be 3 because 2.5, 2.5, and the total is 8. So now this one should be 3. To start any drawing, after studying the dimensions, we need to do some setting. Now, the first thing, we need to have these grid lines on if we are using it, so it's better to use the grid lines. For this drawing, I'm gonna keep the drawing, the grids on, and you can turn it on or off by displaying the grid down here, or but just using F7. The other one is the snap mode. If you click that, we activate the snap, so the cursor will jump between the lines. I'm gonna click on this little arrow and use the snap setting. We're gonna set the snap setting for 0.5. If it's not by default, you can change that by clicking on and just type 0.5. Why did I choose 0.5 here? Because a lot of the dimensions have 0.5 with them, and that make it easier for me when I use the snap. So here I have 1.5, here I have 6.5, here I have 6.5, and I have 2.5. It's easier to get the 0.5. Now, the grid spacing, I'm gonna use that again, 0.5, because I need this distance between the lines will be half. So it will jump between this as halves. Also, I see the lines spacing is half. The major line every 5, that will get a thicker line every 5 units or every 5 squares. So that is a total is 2.5. Okay. We need to make sure we have this checked and this checked. Also click OK. And when they are activated, you see the color is blue. Now, to make sure that the lines are horizontal or vertical, we need to turn on the polar tracking. Make sure also the polar tracking is on. You can see the color is changed to blue, and that indicates it is on. Let's click on this little arrow and set that to 90, 80, which is the multiple of 90s. That make all the lines horizontal and vertical. For future exercises, we can set any pattern. We can take multiple of 45, multiple of 30, that will work. Even if we take now 45, that will work, but we're not using 45 degrees, so we don't need it really. So let's get the first one, which is better. Another thing what we have, we need to keep on is the object snap. Object snap is very, very substantial to use. If I click here, the object snap that we will use today is endpoint, and that will ensure that we are taking the endpoint of every line. So when we connect lines together, we have to pick the endpoint to connect the lines. Otherwise, if we don't activate the object snaps, probably your drawing will not be accurate. So make sure you have the object snap on and the endpoint on. Let's start this exercise by going to the Home tab, and we need to start drawing the line. Our plan is to start the drawing. I'm gonna start from top here, okay, and we will go down 3 points because this is 2.5 and this is 5.5, so this is a 3 points. Now let's start a line. I'm gonna start from here. And we need to go 3 points. I know that each square is 0.5, so I need 6 squares. So I'll get that one here. Now I go to the left, I'll count the squares, and it's jumping using the snap. I need 2.5, so this is 5 squares. Okay, Now I need to go 5 squares down. Okay, so this is how it goes. Another 5 squares to get 2.5. Now I need to go to the left. So I just drag my mouse to the left and following the object snap tracking. I need to get 3. The distance here is 3. If you just look at that here, we do have 8 and this is 2.5. So the distance here is 3. So we'll go to the left 3 and we click. Then we will go another 2.5, which is 5 squares. Okay. Probably you're asking why I didn't get the 3 and 2.5 together. It is good, we can do that, but I'm trying to get a line to get the center of the circle as well. Okay, so that will make it easy to track the center of the circle when I divided this line to pieces. Now I need to go up. I can go all these dimensions with 6.5, but since also I need to track this distance, I'm gonna go only 3. Okay, and this is make it a 3. Then I will go another 2, which is here 4 squares. This is 2, and the 3 squares will make it 1.5. Okay, now I need to go to the right, and at this time we'll go 5. Okay, so this is 2.5 and this is 2.5, so that is 5. Now I need to go, since it is 6.5, so I need to go from this point 3 squares. Then I will close, and when I close this time I need to make the end point. If I see this square coming, that makes I got the end point. If I don't see it, so it's not the endpoint, so I have to grab the endpoint, then I click. When I finish, I still have the line to continue, but I'm done. I click enter to finish the command. So I draw this part outside. Now I need to draw these 2 circles. That's why I got the pieces here, the segment, instead of drawing full line, just to track the center of the circle. Now I'm gonna see here the circle in the home tab. I click on the circle. Since I have the diameter, I click on the center diameter of the circle. So I click on the center diameter. I do have here 2.5. So this is 3, 4, 5, and this is 2.5. And I will drag up 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I need to count from down to up 3, which is 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1, 2.5. So the center will be in this point. Then I need to draw the diameter, which is 2.5. I just go ahead and type 2.5 on the command line. As you see, it is down here. Okay, then I hit enter. So I draw the circle. Now I need to draw the second circle the same way. The first thing to draw a circle, to go to the circle on the home tab, you click the one that you want, and in this case, since we know the diameter, we click on center diameter. Now we need to decide, specify center point for the circle. We need to find the center. And as you see, the center 1.5 down. And if you do some calculations here, you find it is 1.5. Okay, so the center, we need to go 1.5, which is 3 square, and 1.5, 3 squares down. So here, and the diameter is 1.5, and we hit OK. So we finish this one. Again, what we use today, we used the drawing grid and the snap, polar tracking on. We did the object snap, which is the endpoint. We use the line command, and we use the circle command. When we finish this, we need to save our work. You go to the application and we click save. Okay, it will open for you here, give you a chance to save it, and you need to give it a name. For this, we will give it a name, the guide plate. Okay, and as you see here, the extension is that DWG, which is an AutoCAD file. There are several ones. If you need to save it in a previous versions, you can save it in all these previous versions like 2013, 10, but we're gonna leave it now for that as default. And you can decide where do you wanna save it. I'm gonna save it on the desktop for now as the guide plate, then save. When you finish that, you saved your work. Thank you so much for watching this lesson.